It was a great clap.
I've been working on that.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So I think we don't give ourselves a round of applause enough, Rory. I think that's the thing. We don't clap for ourselves
because
enough.
Believing in yourself either comes across arrogant or corny.
Right.
There's really no cool way
to applaud yourself and say I did a great job.
It's so funny that self-love is like the new thing.
It's
like
hated on.
We should all
Isn't it
love
ironic?
ourselves.
Yeah.
And the moment someone starts loving themselves,
You
like,
hate it.
yo, can you relax?
Yeah, like relax, calm down.
You really think you're the shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to. You told me to love myself, and I'm
Here
trying.
I am loving.
Yeah. With that said, how come you won't let us be Ren and 10, the podcast Dalmatians?
I don't know, man. I just think I don't know.
I think that's our lane.
Yeah, but I think we're a little cooler than that.
We could do it.
I know. I
That
think we
pod
absolutely
is
can.
mine. Come on.
No,
all right.
I'm not going to say the pod is mine. I'm not going to do that. I'm not with you on that one.
I don't know if people watch Brown Sugar anymore, but Dre was he was hating with that real hip hop shit. That Hoe Is Mine was a hit. Him storming out the studio
it was ahead of
the
his time.
justice of hip hop. Like, come on.
It was ahead of his time. I think today, out of here. Back then, that's not where we were at with rap and hip hop.
No, that's exactly where it was at.
The Hoe Is Mine?
What was that, 04?
I think we're more in the whole era now.
They was making some crazy shit in 04.
No, for sure, but it was frowned upon. It wasn't as mainstream as it is today. If you don't have Hoe in your hook today, it's not breaking top 10 radio.
Brown Sugar was a very interesting movie.
I love that movie.
I do too. It's a classic. Yeah. But like running down with Mos Def in Hot 97.
Mos Def was a cab driver?
Yeah, and his name was Cabby Cab.
Yeah. Who thought of it? No, seriously, who thought about that? We got to talk to the producers about that one. That was a terrible name.
I just want to know like that subplot story of Mos Def and Queen Latifah getting together too. Might have been the greatest shit ever. Why is Sanaa Lathan a homewrecker in every movie?
Every movie?
Love and Basketball.
She didn't wreck a home in Love and Basketball.
She played one-on-one and ended a marriage.
She lost.
And they were getting married the next day, and all she had to do was a crossover.
Quincy said double or nothing. She didn't say it. Quincy said double or nothing.
She played one-on-one for his heart.
Yeah, and she lost. Like he was thrashing her actually. He dunked on her and all that. He wasn't trying to be with her. He dunked on her. What are you talking about? He actually dunked on her, bro.
He had a pulled or a torn fucking hamstring. He took his brace off.
Took the brace off and let her know, like, yo, listen, I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. And then, he thought about it and double or nothing, and that was kind of like.
And then he became a house husband. Look what happened to him.
Yeah,
he was courtside at WNBA.
Nasty baby.
And let her keep her last name. Hyphenate, yo, come on.
She didn't hyphen it?
She hyphened it.
Did she?
She was Quincy McCall. Right. Whatever Sanaa Lathan's name was.
Quincy Wright McCall, I think, something like that. Yeah.
And she was a home wrecker in Brown Sugar.
She didn't wreck a home in Love and Basketball.
Just because you love somebody first, just because she was always the first girl that was loved and then fucked it up, doesn't mean you can now come and ruin a marriage.
Well, I don't think Quincy was happy.
You love KRS-One like he loves KRS-One.
Yeah, but he wasn't happy with his wife in Love and Basketball. You could tell he wasn't happy with her.
What? It wasn't it a famous girl? Who played it?
Tyra Banks.
Come on. He was happy with Tyra Banks. And she was a flight attendant, buddy passes.
And I think that was like the second movie where they were a couple because they in Higher Learning, Tyra Banks and Omar Epps were together.
Yeah,
it might be something there. I wonder if Omar Epps' wife feels any type of way when she sees Tyra Banks. Like, you might really like my husband.
Could be a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like she wasn't in the wood. Was she in the wood?
Tyra Banks? No,
not Tyra Banks. Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan, yes, she was.
She was at a wedding that was about to get ruined.
Yeah,
so she is still kind of like a factor.
Was it Sanaa?
The Best Man. Nia Long was the original love. Karma's coming back to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, we got to get down to Sanaa Lathan and her being a really good actress in particular roles.
Well, she's a really good actress.
She is.
Most importantly, she's a beautiful woman. And I just think that, her personality always seems to fit with the guys. Like the guys gravitate towards her because she's usually either into the same things guys like, or she's just, that type of woman where it's like, I get along with her, I like her. Which she might be in real life.
I don't like the girls that pretend they're like the guy girl. Like just because you could watch a game and you like the bridge is over, like you're not one of the guys. I hate when girls try to do that.
Yeah, and you got to be careful nowadays too, because women will act like they're down and just sit in the crib and watch the game with you, and then they'll be on their phone the whole time, like flirting with another guy. So it really doesn't even count.
That sounds very specific. Seems.
Oh yeah, no, these are my bars. Yeah,
these are your demons.
Yeah. These are my bars. I'm spitting right here. Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah.
Which was it a playoff game? Were you invested?
It was a regular season game.
Did she have a privacy screen?
No. But
Okay.
she had her angles she knew how to angle herself to which I couldn't see her phone, and it was kind of like, you know.
Do you pay attention to some of the adjustments on the couch?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it because I myself have done the adjustments. Like I can pick it out because I've done it.
You got to pay attention more so not the adjustment. You got to pay attention to the body language when you walk back in the room and they were on their phone. Like if when you walk back in now, she's done texting all of a sudden.
It's
like why is the conversation over now?
Immediately went right to the Twitter app. Like
yeah, like why
you haven't tweeted since 09.
Exactly. Like why now do you feel like the conversation should be over?
Yeah, and I'm jealous enough that I don't even really like when chicks be on meme pages and laughing too hard. Like just go be with Justin LeBoy then. He seems to make you fucking smile.
Is that still a thing? Like his page? Is it still?
I think so. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
I feel like your brother does like mature Justin LeBoy. He's like
100%.
He's like the adult Justin.
Yeah, he's like I went through all that toxicity and
he's Justin's OG.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
Justin is running the block right now, and Biggs is like walking in and out of the.
I told him he needs to find a way to,
young man.
Yeah, like he needs to find a way to, I don't know, watermark that or something, because I be seeing that shit, his shit everywhere, and people don't credit it. And I'm like, yo, bro, you need to like watermark that, like, because anybody could use that font and that black backdrop and say it was theirs.
I do have a little bit of a beef with your brother.
Why? What happened?
Appreciate everything that he's done for us more than he knows.
Mm-hmm.
But to make the world think that I have $10 million has added quite an inconvenience to my life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Dog, the movers went to my fucking storage unit. 3 of them come out. Hey, $10 million. I'm like,
yeah.
No.
And not only that, they feel like you got it on you cash.
Of course,
like right now.
Right here. Stitcher was like, yo, here's 10 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I get it. I understand. He was just he was more so happy for us though.
Oh, I know he was.
You know
I
what I mean?
appreciate
He was happy for us. He was excited, and you know, it was like we had put in all this work behind the scenes and with the team and everybody. So, you know, but he hit me before he sent it out.
Oh, so this is your fault?
I said, yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Put it out.
I would have cared. Even Damaris came back like, nah, I'm gonna need double up on my shit. I got 10
Damaris trying to renegotiate.
Yeah, I had a nice little $500 extra on it. Like, yeah, I can go this far.
This is my ceiling right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, dog, me and Maul haven't been paid yet.
Yeah, no. But it was fun, man, to watch, you know, the internet react to everything and the support and even the hate that we got for it. I love it. I love seeing the hate more than actually the support. I'm weird like that. I like to see who's upset about success.
I like the quiet congratulational hate.
Yeah.
Like, oh damn, they got that. Good for them.
Yeah. Good for them is you never mean good for them. Like when you say like, good for them.
Oh damn, they got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just want to see everyone succeed.
Somebody DM'd me and it was weird because we never really had like a DM conversation before, and I don't know if they were congratulating me or confused on how we acquired that much money. But it was like,
I DMing you?
No, it wasn't you. But it was like word, like damn, I'm in the wrong profession. I don't know if you are, sir. I don't know if you're in the wrong profession or not. I can't tell you.
What did this person do?
This person's a singer.
Okay,
he's a singer. I like him too. Real talented. But yeah, it was kind of weird. It was like, are you happy for us, or are you mad that you're singing and didn't make this much money? I don't know.
I feel like I got that same DM and I can't remember who it was.
Because I remember being an artist. We know, we're mutual friends.
Okay.
But it was weird. I was like, yo, I fuck with you, bro. Like I don't.
You want to come on the podcast?
Yeah, like this is kind of weird.
Is this
but
your
it was
way
like,
of asking me to borrow money?
Yeah, it was a little weird, but you know, more importantly, I think that people, the general consensus is people are happy that we were able to, you know, pivot and do what we wanted to do and still retain ownership of our show. But shout out to More Sauce.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to Sirius, Stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the start of a beautiful relationship, man. It just feels good.
Yeah.
This is why we wanted to come and make this partnership happen, because we love the energy from day one. I think that was the one thing that we talked about. We just enjoyed how interested and how vested they were in us.
Yeah, it was funny because they were one of the first people that reached out, and what they sent over. I mean, I remember joking in the group chat, like,
yeah,
are they sure?
Right.
Like, they're giving us pretty much every last thing that we would asked for. And then, of course, we did our due diligence and talked to other people and just kept going back. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
A serious deal kind of seems like the one. Even if there is bigger money offers, this seems like the one that makes the most sense for us. So it's been great. But, you know, we're with Stitcher, More Sauce, Sirius now. We're available wherever podcasts are available. So it's not like you have to go find some fucking app that doesn't work.
For free.
Yes.
Because people were asking if they would have to pay. You know, you just go find us wherever you find your podcast at. We're right there. Continue to follow us on social medias. New Rory Mal.
Added the S to that social medias. What is with the hood and adding plurals to everything? What is with hood plurals?
I mean,
Meek Mills. His name is Meek Mill. Great Adventures. It's called Great Adventure.
I don't know if the
Barnes and Nobles. It's called Barnes and Noble.
Did the hood do that?
Yes. The hood definitely did that.
Okay. I mean, I think that's because we're so used to not having a lot. So you kind of want to just like put extras on everything.
Tell Biggs to put that in the meme.
Yeah.
And then tag you, yo.
Yeah,
this is
not
having
having a lot. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it is, man. The hood, we just so used to not having shit. So when we do have it, we go overboard. That's all.
Gotta add the plural to it.
Yeah, you got to.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're available every Tuesday and Friday. Episodes twice a week.
Yes.
It'll be us.
Excited.
It'll be some guests. It'll be some random people. It'll be our
fun, man.
friends
We're gonna have fun. Talk shit. Talk about the culture, music, sports. There's a lot of good series out, Rory. TV is great right now.
Of course.
I'm loving TV right now. I can't. I'm just loving it.
I do want to get into that Squid Game ending in a little bit. We'll get to that eventually.
Here we go. Okay.
We got to talk about that.
No, we will.
That was some weird shit. But first day in.
Oh, that was the weird shit about that whole thing. The ending.
Yes.
The first episode was weird shit. And that's why I couldn't turn it off. I was like, what is this?
I mean, it's just gambling in a nutshell. Like, if you don't pay your debts, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, there was a lot of like real undertones about life in that.
Impulsive people,
yeah.
addicts. Like, no, there's a lot of symbolism, if you want, in that show.
Absolutely.
But we will get to that. I will say our first day in the studio that we tried to, build out. We're still working on, but I think it was good for the first episode. I'm a little upset you brought a LA hat.
Listen, man,
we're looking very West Coast here. Not that I don't love the Bay in LA.
No, but this is the great thing about us having, our own spot is that now we can do whatever the fuck we want. So, we'll change some shit and we'll add, some of our favorite pieces from our favorite people up here and, add some aesthetics to the thing. But this is just for now. It's okay. We'll switch it up.
Luckily,
we'll have
Carl
some Yankee hats tomorrow.
Did Knicks colors at least, so we can have something going on here.
Go Knicks.
And then the subway. And then I see now you're biting off my style. Like,
yo, you know what, Rory?
You've seen me rock these.
I will give you credit. So when we had our photo shoot, you had these on, and I kind of felt like I had those.
Okay, and again, I was biting your style.
No. I would never say that because you definitely are the New Balance god. I would never take that title from you. But I looked at them and I'm like, damn, I think I have those, which I do a lot with sneakers because I have a lot of sneakers in the clear boxes, but a lot I keep the box because of the art and all of that. So you don't know which sneakers those are unless you open the box. So a lot of times I go through my sneakers and I'll open boxes and I'm like, shit, I forgot I had these. But when I see them on somebody's feet, I'm like, those are fire. So when I saw you at the photo shoot, I'm like, damn, those are hard. I think I got those. And then I went home and I found them. So I was like,
what did it? Was it like my ankle ratio to the 990? Was it how my pants laid on it?
No, you have a good older gentleman aesthetic about you.
I mean, I feel like an old soul.
Yeah, like I don't know if you're going to brunch or you're going to pick up the kids from daycare, but you have that
versatile.
You're dressed for all occasions.
I got holes in my shirt.
That's an aesthetic. That's part of
it's humble.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta let people know.
Yeah, the 10 million isn't clear yet. Don't worry about that.
Listen. Every other week I eat ramen just to remind myself.
Stay humble, stay grounded. So yeah, I saw these on your feet and I was like, yo, those are fire. And then sure enough, I had them. So it was kind of like, damn, I gotta break these out for the fall.
I will ask you, just to really get this deal popped off. We're in the building. How do you feel that there is a all gender bathroom and then just a woman's bathroom?
We need to talk to, I don't know, we talked to Jasmine about that. We need to talk to somebody. I don't like it.
I feel a little left out. I feel not represented.
It's an all gender, and then there's a men's bathroom too, but they got us like in the back in the cut, like back of the bus.
If it's all gender, then why would there need to? So women get all the bathrooms?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just listen.
What do you want me to do?
thought Chappelle's stand-up was very offensive.
I still don't understand how people are trying to cancel Dave Chapelle.
They're not, and we got to stop with that because they're not trying to cancel him. They can't cancel him. They're just
there's groups popping up everywhere trying to cancel Dave Chapelle, and it's like, did y'all miss what he was saying? Like, he doesn't have an issue with anybody. Like, he doesn't have a problem with people. He doesn't care about your preference or whatever. Like, just stop. Cut it out. He had a real relationship with is it a transgender? I don't want to offend anybody. Like, what are they?
Yes, transgender.
He had a real relationship with a transgender woman, and he spoke about that, and he was like, y'all bullied her when she was showing support for me on the internet.
Yeah.
And then so she ended up killing herself, which is a terrible ending to a story. But it was just him letting you know, like, listen, y'all, whatever y'all see on, social media and all of this, like, that's not real. In real life, I have real relationships with people, like, and that's the most important thing. So for people to still be calling for Dave Chapelle to be canceled after that, it's just like, all right, man, y'all just missed the whole point.
Yeah, because I thought, and we all know Chappelle's super intelligent. I thought he brought it all together, and of course you're going to get jokes
everybody
in between that entire thing. But comedy is supposed to, one, obviously make you laugh, and if you didn't laugh, turn it off.
Make you think, make you laugh.
Look at the absurdities of some of the things that are going on in life, and there shouldn't be equal rights for everyone. It's just some of the absurdities that we throw in to that conversation and that fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what comedy's supposed to do.
And in a funny way, he made it so it's like, okay, you want to be treated equal. Part of being treated equal is you're going to be talked about. Everybody's talked about. Black, white, Asian, doesn't matter what your sexual preference is. Everybody is talked about.
Saw a really, really shitty tweet that was getting a lot of traction. I hate when shitty tweets get traction.
Those usually get the most traction.
Somebody said Chappelle left his show because of the white audience that was watching it, and now his audience is that same audience.
He left the original Chappelle show?
Mm-hmm.
That's not why he left the original Chappelle show.
Of course it's not. He did make comments of saying he was confused on who was watching it and why they were laughing. Because sometimes he would be on set and somebody would laugh at a joke that it's like, nah, are they laughing at me or with me? So that was definitely not the full part, obviously. But he has spoke about that in interviews.
Right. It's hard for me to even understand how somebody gets a hateful vibe from Dave Chappelle. Like, I just don't understand it. It's like, you think that this man hates people because of their sexual preference? I don't know, man. I think everybody is just quick to be offended these days. And even if you say something direct and you're saying what you mean, they can still bend it to be like, oh, so what are you trying to say? It's like, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I said what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You're bending it to fit whatever narrative you're trying to create about me, and it's wrong. So
we went to a roast battle in LA.
We did.
Which was an interesting very, very offensive if you were on that side.
Well, I understood why. When we first walked in, they was telling us that we had to put our phones in a bag. And my thought was, okay, maybe like a celebrity is going to do a set tonight and they don't want it to be recorded. But it was because of the content and things that they were saying. And you and I were in there laughing. We had a great time. Like, some of those jokes, easily somebody could be offended.
Oh,
especially 2021. A lot of people would have been offended. But it felt good being in there with those people where everybody in the room understood this is just jokes. It's just comedy.
Just put shit in perspective of the internet shit. Like, you can live in different worlds. If you don't like that type of content or you think that shit is offensive, just don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
No one is actually harming anyone up there.
Right.
Their words, their jokes, everyone hugs at the end.
So it was nice
to be in that environment.
I wish I remembered the guy's name that was sitting on the side of the stage that was kind of like one of the judges.
Oh, yeah.
The Indian guy.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
Nah, he went fucking crazy.
He was hilarious.
He was hosting the IG Live.
I don't know if he'll ever make it mainstream because his jokes are very offensive.
I would love to have him on the podcast.
But he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
We got to find his name. And he was not Indian. That's very racist of you. He was Arab.
Oh, I thought he was. Really?
Well, he was playing an Arab guy. Okay. He could just be some white guy from,
No, he definitely
Glendale.
wasn't. He definitely was not a white guy. I can promise you that. He was Middle Eastern for sure.
All right, man. We missed a lot. We did. In October. A lot did happen. A lot of music happened.
A lot of music happened. A lot of music didn't happen too at the same time. But I guess we'll get into it. I
was a little, outside of a few projects, I was a little underwhelmed. Some I was anticipating and had higher hopes for. I think there's joints on that Meek album, but here's like where I feel like Meek's Catch-22 comes in. Like, Meek, I've always appreciated, is one of those artists that keeps up with the kids fuck with him. He always reaches down to the kids that are coming up. Like, he's one of those that I've always appreciated as far as him being, now at this point, almost a decade into his career probably. I felt on this one he went too much that way.
Okay.
Like, I kind of wanted more of the rapping Meek, not to say he's not rapping on there, but the rapping Meek, then kind of the Dirk era sound Meek.
Right.
So I guess I'm just a customer you can't please in this regard, because I do love that that's what he's always done in his career. He's always went and got the younger kids and sounds good with the younger kids. He doesn't sound like that old guy in the club.
Mm-hmm.
This one felt like maybe Meek went too far with that.
Yeah, I'm on the same vibe with you. I was disappointed only because again, it's kind of like what you said about Drake's album. How you were disappointed because you were looking for Drake to take the next step as far as like music and content and elevate his sound. I feel like that with this Meek project. I feel like he didn't really give us anything different. He didn't give us anything new. I think he you say sounding like the younger guys or getting the younger guys. I think it was too much of him reaching back into that bag and not reaching forward into just evolving as an artist. Like Meek is, the raps are gonna be there. He can rap any day of the week. We know that about Meek. His raps are there, but he didn't take that step forward in his career musically with this project to me, and I was disappointed in that because and I thought it was real important too that he did that, especially since for the most part a lot of people were underwhelmed by the Drake project. And I hate to always pin these two artists against each other, but it is what it is at this point. If they're dropping around the same time, especially with the history of their careers, they're always going to kind of be, what did Meek do? What did Drake do? It's just going to always be that. And I think that Meek had an opportunity to kind of like leap forward in his career musically with this project, and he didn't, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I don't think he did. It's still good songs on there. It's still good, obviously good raps because he can rap his ass off. But I just think collectively, just the music, it didn't really stick to me the way I thought it would with this project.
Championships I love. That's probably my favorite Meek album. And like I felt with the Championships album, felt like Meek was taking, I don't want to say maturity, but he was taking another step like into his 30s type of rap, but it still sounded relevant to what was going on at the time.
Right.
And I felt like he took a step back from Championships. Like the way he used to bring the kids into his world and it would sound good. He went too much into their world. Like this album is their world. Like, listen, I can appreciate, I even said about the Drake album, Experiment, Try Other Things. I appreciate that Meek is trying to sing. I don't need Meek to sing. I just don't.
I feel you. Yeah.
So that's where I felt. And yeah, I can see the comparison with the Drake album. I have been listening to the Drake album outside though. It changed a bit.
Not to move off of the Meek, album and go right back into Drake's album, but a lot of the records that, we heard while we were in the house, like the Way Too Sexy, I still cannot play that record. I can't listen to that record.
I can't.
But I saw what it does when you're in that type of environment.
You feel sexy. You feel way too sexy.
I may have ordered a Cosmo. I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt like ordering a Cosmopolitan. Like I was at I didn't, but I didn't.
Have you ever judged enough and like was out and thought, all right, maybe you shouldn't be singing this song?
Absolutely.
But you want people to have self-love.
I do, but I just can't say I'm way too sexy. I've never felt like I was way too sexy for anything.
I'm too sexy for my taste, and if you're not into my taste, we have to.
You're not sexy enough.
Of course.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like the song "Fucking Fans." That's starting to become my favorite song. Do you think Shorty was a little, think she was a little too hard on Drake on "Fucking Fans"? All right, I'm gonna put it this way:
a little too hard? No, I don't think so.
How many women have you met in your life that are not Drake fans?
Not many.
Who can he fuck then?
Wait, see, no, we can't do that because in this.
Who can he fuck?
We can't do that because
it was shameful. I was out fucking fans. What girl is not a Drake fan?
Yeah, but
who isn't Drake fuck?
Yeah, but I think it's different though. I know what you mean. Like what woman is Drake gonna meet that's not a fan of his?
Exactly.
I get it. No, I totally understand that. But I think it's more so like, like the super fans, where it's like, oh my God, Drake. Yeah, women are gonna love his music, but it's like, don't be like a fan though.
But it's
appreciate
Drake.
My music, but don't be a fan. Like I can't fuck my fans.
If I fuck a fan, it's shameful and weird.
I did. Nasty. We'll never do it again. I promise you. It would never happen again. I don't even know why she was a fan of mine. Like, I'm nobody. I'm a regular guy.
Did you stick your dick in and she went, well, that's crazy.
See, this is where you try to pull me into your bullshit.
What? I'm asking.
No, she didn't say that, Rory. She didn't say that's crazy.
That'd be kind of ill though.
No, it would have been.
Because you want a girl to be like, oh, that's crazy. Well, it depends the tone she says it in.
Yeah. Because it could go either way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, damn, that's all you got.
Disappointed.
Exactly. Exactly. No.
Then you try to overcompensate and like fuck her harder. And
that doesn't. It doesn't work. Fuck harder and faster is never
the louder the clap doesn't mean the better.
It don't mean
you're doing right now.
Yeah, it don't mean you're killing it. No. But yeah, no, that's nasty. I would. It's just a nasty feeling.
But that's where I just think we don't go deep dive into how toxic women are. Because I was listening to that fucking Fans record, and on the surface level, you can hear like, all right, yeah, Shorty has a point. Like she was at home, like concerned. Drake's out there, fucking. He's Drake. The girl's gonna be a fan. You should say, hey, you should stop fucking women.
But it's a difference though, because you can like what somebody does and like their art, but the fandom shit is where it gets weird. Like she shouldn't be running, screaming, yelling, "Oh my God, Drake!" That's just a little weird. You don't never want to do that. Obviously, Drake knows if he goes on a date with a woman, she knows him and who he is, and this, he knows that. But don't be a fan. Don't sit here and ask me about my work the entire date. Like, don't do that.
I mean, maybe she's on an intellectual level and really wants to get to know Aubrey and who he is.
Maybe, but again, I understand.
Maybe the fans were giving him the love that he wasn't getting at home. Maybe he needed that praise. Like sometimes you need that specific person to tell you that they're a fan of you. Like I had to fuck fans because my girl wasn't even a fan. Like we didn't get the other side.
Oh, okay.
Drake was telling her story.
Oh, okay, got you. See, you might have just did something.
He didn't really get into his side of that,
right?
But it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy in stores now. Go cop it if you haven't.
And I read that he's still #1 on Billboard, which is crazy to me. I
don't think so. I mean, I don't think that's crazy.
No,
it's fucking Drake, man.
Yeah, but god damn, man, that's whatever. But yeah,
I didn't see you defending your girl.
Who?
You know, women will submit when they feel safe, right? And I feel like you have not been protecting Summer. Like, I feel like she feels very vulnerable out here because I haven't seen you speak up for her once. You
know why?
Don't speak up for me in private and then not in public.
No, absolutely. I'm with that all the way. But you know why I haven't really fed into like people not loving the first single? Because first of all, just it's starting to change. People are starting to like it now.
Which I knew was gonna happen. It's a great fucking record.
Right. But I think people wanted her to come out the gate with sad, emotional R&B shit.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting a up-tempo record.
Which I guess if you look at how like the rollout started was Still Over It and like the track list of the X's and all that shit. Yeah, you do kind of throw me off when you come out with that type of record. Now, granted, when I heard that record before, I was like, oh, everyone's going to love that. Not thinking, oh yeah, they want Hurt fucking Summer.
Right.
We've seen all this public shit that's going on.
Exactly.
But I knew, give it a month. That record is...
When you hear that record in the sequence of the album, that's when people are going to...
I'm sorry, the rest of us, we're waiting for the release date. We didn't get the pink hard drive. Did she send you the pink hard drive?
No, she didn't send me the pink. They had it on...
that was your hard drive.
They had it on 125th, and I text Justice. I said, yo, is the music really on that hard drive? Because I have the homies go over there and break that glass right now. Like, that glass is not going to stop the homies from Linux. I can promise you that. But no, hearing that song in the sequence, because when I heard it wasn't probably sequenced the way it is now, but when Justice played it for me at the studio, when I heard that, I wasn't expecting that up tempo, and I was like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
So when they put it out as a single, I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest, I didn't think that was going to be the first single, but I still love the record. I've seen more people say they like the record now. But in the sequence of that album, people are going to love it. It's going to be one of those songs that people be like, damn, we hated it when it first dropped. But I'm still on record saying that Summer will have the album of the year.
Okay.
Hands down. Like that, her album is ridiculous. Sean Garrett, shout out to Sean Garrett, everybody that worked on the album. Shout out to Justice. Yeah, the album's it's incredible.
It's this Friday, right?
This Friday.
Okay.
This Friday. Unless something happens, you know, I don't know. But I don't think any of that will happen. I think that it comes this Friday and the people are gonna love it.
Well, I'm glad you're finally sticking up for your girl.
Yeah, no, because people want to just judge shit and just hate shit. And it's just like, you can't convince people to just relax and just enjoy music anymore. Like, people want to react, and I get it, I understand.
Wale album came out for Lauren too.
Wale did come out. We was in LA when it dropped.
He was running around being a hussy.
Well, I wasn't being a hussy. I was just outside, man, a little bit.
Making your rounds, as they
That's
say.
being a hussy. Like if you just go out now, it's just like, oh, look at you being a hussy.
You.
No, you were being a hussy in LA.
I was minding my business.
I looked out the window and saw you walking down the street. Who walks in LA? I'm like, look at Rory walking.
Yo, I was
looked
walking,
like he was selling that ass.
I was walking in LA, right? And it's no secret that we always take the mantra.
Yeah.
We have guns, so try it. I'm walking down Sunset to whatever that little, what's that, the Pink Dot?
The Pink Dot. Oh, we love Pink Dot. We the Pink Dot assassins.
It's the only corner store in LA. Yeah. That's our corner store.
Yeah.
So I went over there to grab like some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know, 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, for people that don't know, the Pink Dot, you walk right on Sunset, which is like a pretty major street in LA. And there's a red light right there. It's at
you push the button?
Sunset.
You push the crosswalk button? You're such a... I know you push the crosswalk button.
Only in LA, because it don't work in New York.
It don't. It
doesn't work in New York.
Standing there, you feel like, yo, this light is never going to change. I've been standing here 5 minutes and this light hasn't changed.
LA, that shit actually works. So yes, I do hit it.
Yeah, it works.
So I'm on my phone. I hit the button and I look up. I don't know if it was this person, but not many people on earth look like this person.
Mm-hmm.
Raise my fucking head up. There's a black Suburban. I'm face to face with 6ix9ine.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I'm like,
when you called me and told me that, I was like, bro, that sounds like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Honestly, I could be lying right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know anyone else that looks like him.
Yeah.
At the red light, I'm talking from me to this computer.
Yeah.
I pick my head up to see if that light changed. I'm face to face with face tat.
He didn't say nothing to you?
No, I mean, he looked that way, but it was nighttime, and he
didn't know it was the roster. He didn't know it was you.
I don't think 6ix9ine knows who I am or cares who I am, nor do I care that he does.
He didn't know it was you.
It was just funny, like
what are the odds?
Yeah,
like
why am I looking at
Sunset,
6ix9ine right now?
Yeah, on Sunset coming out of Pink Dot. Yeah, that's just a random ass story. But yeah, LA, we was out there. Wale put an album out. He put his project out. Couple joints on there I really like.
Yeah, I want to. I hate to use that live with it more excuse shit, but I do need more time with it. I didn't get much with it.
Wasn't really fucking with it at first or first listen?
First listen, no, I definitely liked it. I definitely liked it.
What is it with Wale? What is the disconnect?
Wale, who everyone knows, I've been a super Wale stan.
I love Wale.
And supporter for a very, very long time. I'll tell you what Wale needs. Wale needs a girlfriend that everyone likes.
He needs a girlfriend that everyone likes.
Wale makes great music. Wale makes radio-friendly music. Wale makes club music. Wale makes introspective music. Wale makes girl music. Wale makes he checks every list of a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
His perception of his personality is what, and Wale hangs out with a lot of the fucking industry people. He makes his rounds. He goes out and does appearances.
People like Wale.
He fucks with other artists. He checks everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing that could change Wale. He needs to find a girl. I'm not talking about some Instagram bitch.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't use the word bitch. But bitch is not gender specific.
Mm-mm.
Could be man or woman.
I know a few man bitches.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to find that girl that down to earth, cool chick that everybody likes.
Mm.
And it will change his perception. I've watched it happen with so many artists. That's the only thing Wale is missing. Is to find the cool chick that everybody likes, and then it'll make him more likable.
So you think it's people don't like Wale? Because we spoke about it before, and it was just weird how it became cool for people to not like Wale. And I didn't understand it. I'm like, did I miss something? Did he say something that offended people? Did he?
No, but that's an internet thing too. It was cool not to like Cole, and we clearly saw that did not matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So why does it matter with Wale?
Because
is it the music?
Because Wale's music and fan base is so internet focused.
Mm-hmm.
Cole's, on the other hand, was outside of just internet shit. So when that whole fucking Cole is sleepy, Cole is boring, Cole is whack, Cole doesn't have any singles, that shit didn't matter because Cole was in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say Wale hasn't, but Wale was ahead of the game too with the internet shit. Cole was not the internet guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wale was in that internet shit. So a lot of his fan base is there. A lot of his recognition and the shit he gets comes from the internet. But there is that fucking corny bullshit when it becomes cool to hate somebody.
I think Wale should lock in with one producer.
Okay.
And create a Wale sound.
I mean, in the early days, he did with the go-go drums, mixed more with the rap shit. I think he did a good job with that, and he still goes back to that.
Yeah, I think that's what Wale should do for his next project. Just lock in with one producer. About 7-8 joints.
Wale, stop focusing on music. Get in them DMs. Find you a good girl.
No. Don't give Wale that advice. Don't get in those DMs.
Get you a good girl, man.
What? But who's to say he doesn't have a girl?
That's true. I don't know his personal life.
Yeah, like I think Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. All right, make it a thing.
Well,
Yo,
go public.
Tell Shorty, hey, let's do a photo shoot at the mall.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. Because while he's talented and he makes a lot of dope records, like I still don't know how that record with him and G-Eazy wasn't like a bigger record. That record was crazy to me.
But the Sean album,
but I just don't get it. But I like the album. I mean, I'm not in love with it, but I like it. It's a few joints on there that I've played over and over. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just weird with Wale. It's just like, I don't know what it is, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what the disconnect is with the fan base or with the people. But I think that most importantly, when the music is top tier, that supersedes everything. That goes above and beyond. So I think Wale needs to lock in with like one producer.
Yo, you'd be surprised, and this doesn't even be a Wale thing. Women love women, or women like to follow women and pretend they like women.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a woman that's liked, you kind of become likable by all the girls. They will give your shit a certain chance. They will even follow you because they want to see cute couple shit and they like that girl already. And then you automatically become likable too.
So women are the curators of success.
Of course, 100%.
Okay.
And likability.
Oh, yeah.
Like
if
never,
the women like you.
If dudes like you, it's usually a bad thing. Like, yo, if all the fellas are feeling you, you're probably doing some shitty stuff.
Yeah. But guys like what women like. So if all the women are gravitating towards this artist and they're going to see this artist, like the guys are going to follow just because they want to go where all the women at. So I can understand how women are, they determine what's hot and what's not. I get it.
Women determine perception. That's what they determine. And not to say, and this is, of course, we're being general in that capacity. I'm talking about more or less how artists are viewed.
Mm-hmm.
They determine perception and how far that can go. Because especially with the couple shit, because we're in that era, like when we grew up, rappers, if they had a girlfriend, it was the weirdest thing in the world. Like, you can't even say you got to be the single rapper dude. Now you kind of have to be in a relationship for shit to be hot, and that comes with a perception online. And not just rappers do this; everyone in the world does this. You pretend like you're in the greatest relationship you've ever seen. It's literally a show. It's like the same reason people buy movie tickets for those superhero movies, because everything works out in the end. It's like that doesn't happen in life. So we want to watch shit that we think is happy. Like, yeah, I paid $12 to watch some happy shit.
Yeah, but I felt some type of way when Tony Stark's died. I almost walked out and asked for a refund after that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting that. That caught me off guard, and I still feel some type of way about that they killed Iron Man.
I get it.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. Who do I talk to about that? Marvel?
I mean, shit just changed with movies. Like once all the sports movies, like they started losing, I was like, oh, shit is changing. Like the Mighty Ducks never lost. Now I'm watching Coach Carter. They're losing in the first round. I'm like,
off a bullshit
I don't
jump
want some
shot,
moral
though.
fucking lesson here.
Like,
win the championship.
They be losing on a bullshit jump shot too. It's like, why would you even take that shot? Like, I knew you was gonna lose.
Yeah,
that was a shot.
I don't need to see this shit. Fucking Friday Night Lights.
That was a good movie though.
You lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to watch a movie about Dallas Carter. Now y'all bums. Show me the championship team.
Oh man.
But no, Big Sean Hit Boy, which we can get more into next episode, what we have coming up. So I don't want to get too much into that, but definitely good to see Sean off good music. Think that's well deserved.
Oh yeah, I think it was about we gotta start having real talks about creatives that are like stuck in these contracts still.
Well, I mean, they signed so long ago and shit was so standard that it's a little different. Those record contracts were like binding at that time. Like even it was good to see Drake, Wale, Cole, all them, Sean, everyone put shit out this year. But they're all from that era of shitty contracts. Yeah,
but I'm also have a problem when the person that they have a contract with is a creative as well. And knows that this person is in a shitty contract and won't let them out.
And then also tweeted for a week, I can't wait to give everyone their masters back. And how do we get everyone's masters back?
Yeah, it's just, I just think that
came and went.
Yeah, like it's just like, why? How is this still a thing? Like, how are these dope ass artists and these dope ass creatives still in these contracts with other or under dope artists and creatives? and they want to get out. They've made it public that they want to get out of these contracts. They want to get away from these, and not necessarily for bad things. It's just that sometimes you're signed to a creative that's so big that it really, it's like, it's pointless, because it's like, you're always going to be the priority.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you're just that big of an artist and a creative. Like, you're always going to be the guy. So let me go somewhere else. Like I always say, again, I go back to Lil Wayne. To me, he's the realest nigga ever, because for him to step out of the way of Drake and Nicki, of Drake and Nicki, and let them become who they are, when Wayne was who he was at the time, it's something that says a lot about Wayne's character as a man, as a person. But he was able to take his ego and be like, yo, I believe in these two artists. Let me get out of their way and let it be about them. Let them go.
Well,
and not every artist
we know Ye with his track record with certain
shit, but so. It's just fucked up, man, because you got these dope ass, you know, I saw Tiana while we were in LA and had a real dope conversation with her. And, you know, it's just fucked up, because it's like, you know, to hear her say, yo, I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting out no more music until, you know, this contract situation is taken care of. She shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Especially when you're signed to someone, or you're signed under someone that understands the creative shit and understands how dope you are as a creative. Like, who doesn't know how dope Tiana is as a creative? Not just music.
Of course.
Just creative. You know what I mean? Like, she's a star. She's
probably a
superstar.
Doper creative than musician, and she's a great musician.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just sad to see that these artists are still in these positions in 2021 when we have all this information and we know about how fucked up these contracts are and how fucked up the music business contracts are that we've been signing for years. It's like, how are we not away from that yet?
But that's not all Ye though.
No, I'm not saying it's all Ye.
You gotta
I wouldn't say
Def
that.
Jam of what they've been going through, and obviously Kanye is the one that would keep the lights on over there right now, and his imprint happens to keep the lights on too. So who even knows? Kanye could have went up there and said, yo, get me off, release all this shit, give Sean his shit back. Kanye is only entitled to half of Sean's masters, not all of them. So yeah, I can see, they're dope artists, but lawyers are doper. So that's where it comes. So I'm happy Sean got out of that shit, and I'm happy he can do shit like EPs. Like I think that's ill that the top tier artists.
He's that type of artist too.
That can put out shit like
Absolutely.
that. And with Hit Boy, he's been with forever. So I think it's cool. And I know that I've seen so many artists get out of contracts, and that whole creative rejuices, like, it just, everything changes. Your perspective of how you look at shit becomes less of a burden. Like, now I could just do music and I can just create shit. So I'm happy for Sean, happy for Hit Boy.
Really good project. Sean, every time I hear Sean rap, I'm, it's just like, damn, like, he's still able to do this at a very high level. And then with Hit Boy, it's just the music speaks for itself.
We was in Hit Boy's studio watching that video before it came out, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to sound corny, but in my head, I did want to kind of tap Hit Boy, like, yo, how'd y'all find her?
The young lady in one of the talent.
Like, I've taken her bowling. Why are y'all in the bowling alley with her? Did she suggest this?
Yeah, probably.
Did she come up with this treatment?
She just
like, why
she just go bowling?
Why she with Tiller eating nachos and?
I mean, she was trying to relive a certain day in her life, and she had a great time. That's all, man. I mean, what you gonna do?
I even texted her while we was watching the video. I was like, oh, I didn't realize you did the
bowling. Well, Big Sean,
it wasn't out yet, so she was like, oh, how'd you know?
Bowling with Dirk.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you was mad.
Sometimes you gotta be like, all right,
and just leave it at that, and then don't respond. I'm with you. I like that. That's my bag. Get out my bag.
No, that's hurt. Anytime you go, all right, you're fucking hurt.
For sure. But it's a different type of hurt, though.
And I kind of wanted to ask, like, what Dirk's score was.
Oh, no. You can't. You can never ask what her dude bowled at the bowling alley. You can't ask that. You cannot.
Like, what was his follow through like?
Yeah, you can't ask that. Don't ever ask her what his score was.
When was the last time you made out with a girl that had lip fillers?
Oh, it's been years.
Am I missing the lip filler thing? I know women do it for them. They don't do it for me, and who the fuck am I? Who cares? But like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't get it.
It's a little awkward.
Does it feel good on their end when they're making out?
I don't know, but to me, I didn't enjoy it. It was kind of weird. It felt like
I feel like I'm biting the rubber tire at the playground.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it wasn't a good experience. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't understand why she had them because she didn't need them. Like she had nice lips.
You're talking about someone specific.
Yeah, she had really like nice full lips.
What's their government name?
I would never do that. How you trying to just throw that in there like a detective?
I want to know who she is.
No. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't even know that she had lip fillers until we were kissing, and I was like, "Yo, what is that? Like, what's wrong with your lip?" I got fillers. I was like, "Well, why does it feel like that?" Like it felt like
because it's fake.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it, I didn't understand why she got them because she had really full lips, like naturally. So it was kind of like, I don't know.
She felt insecure around you, and she wanted to be a better woman.
No. I don't think it was.
She saw you throwing money bags under all the girls that had lip fillers.
You know that's
she was like, "Oh well, I guess this is what Maul likes."
I might have to retire the money bags because some reason
he gets money bags and now he's gonna retire the money because you giving out real ones.
No, hell no.
Because you giving out real ones.
Listen, here's the thing: people assume that because I put money bags under pictures, that's like my way of trying to holler at somebody that. No, I literally put money bags under anything that I like.
Okay.
So it's kind of like almost like liking the picture, but that's just my way of like letting it be known that I was here. Like it's like tagging up a little bit. It's like my little tag.
This is bullshit, but
no, it is.
No, you're
honestly.
my man. So
like
cool.
I'm not trying to listen, man. I'm not.
You're just trying to inspire.
I'm not one of those serial DMers. I'm not one of those guys.
Why not?
Because I said it years ago. I'm scared of the screenshot game. It's nasty out here.
Okay, you get screenshotted, then what?
Fam, you get screenshotted trying to talk to a woman, and she puts you out there like, yo, he in my DMs.
She looks corny to me.
To me too, Rory, but not to the masses. To the masses, you look thirsty. What's worse, looking thirsty or looking corny?
I don't care about either.
Huh?
Looking corny.
But what's corny?
Okay.
Right, so what's corny if I find someone attractive? And first of all, let's not act like DMing somebody is like really stepping out there and you really flirting.
Oh,
it's
no,
a very
no.
It's a very lazy form of talking.
But people
if I
take
send you a
that
DM, that does not mean I'm dead serious. I could be
Fam,
bored.
I'm
I
trying
could
to
have
tell
service
you.
between 34th and 23rd and just happen to want to send a DM.
I agree, but I'm just trying to tell
I'm on
you
a train and I'm
how
bored.
it's translated to some people.
But
you're
I don't
thirsty, you're corny, you trying to holler at me. I wish somebody a happy true story. I wish this girl a happy birthday. It wasn't even a real DM because I was responding to her story. So that's not even a DM to me.
That's not a real DM.
That's not a DM.
Love came from that though.
True. I wished her a happy birthday. She was posting birthday stuff. Happy birthday. And lo and behold, she told this other girl that I know that I be in her DMs. That was the first and only time I've ever messaged that girl. And that turned into, oh yeah, he be in my DMs. What?
You tried to talk to her.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, you look at it like, I'm just responding to your story, but to some people, that's you trying to flirt. That's you trying to holler.
Okay, but to some people, throwing mad money bags under a photo of a half-naked chick is, he tried.
I've thrown money bags under fully clothed women as well.
But that's your way of trying to clean it up. Like you're trying to balance out the world. I know what the money bags really are.
You're projecting on me, Rory, and I'm
a projector.
Way. I'm letting you know it hurts right now.
This is a safe place. We have fake stairs.
Yeah, but
you can leave. You go walk up them steps.
Hey, wait, where does this lead to? Like, we gotta get into this. Like, yo, what's behind that door? Like, where do these steps lead to? But yeah, so you gotta be careful, man. I don't play the DM thing. Me leaving money bags under pictures is not me flirting, because women have told me that their boyfriends really don't like it. One of the Tiana, damn, should I even talk about Tiana knows I love her. That's my sister.
Shout out to Tiana.
And I caught it, but I didn't catch what he said. Iman had he had responded to the money bags that I had put under one of Tiana's posts. And I saw it, like it popped up on my notifications. No, somebody responded to it like, oh, Iman ain't feeling that. And that's how I saw it.
That's right, Iman.
So when I went to click on it, it was already gone, like he had deleted it. So I didn't see what he said. So I see Tiana in LA and we talked, we bring that up, we laughed.
You could have called me, like, if Iman ran down you, I was only at the Manjaro.
No, Iman is
I got you.
Iman is cool dude, man. I fuck with Iman. But she told me that.
Is that why the Tiana Halloween party got shot up? No. Because Maul was throwing money bags and dude pulled up like, nah, I'm not having this.
That's hilarious. But no, don't put that on Iman.
And thankfully no one was hurt.
Yes. But she told me that her and Iman had been beefing that day. They argued about whatever. And I didn't even remember what she posted, but it was a video of her twerking.
Okay.
So when she said that, she was like, so all he saw, because I was like, yo, Iman gotta know we fam. Like, he know I'm not, come on. And she was like, yo, it didn't even matter who it was. He just saw me twerking and then somebody respond. And
with a blue check.
Right. So she was like, he was just on 1,000 because he was mad. And she said she had posted the twerk video because she knew that he wasn't going to like that. You know how couples do. They
of
like,
course.
okay, cool. All right. We beefing.
If anybody knows, I know.
Right. So I'm only mad because I didn't see what he said because somebody responded to what he said and I clicked on that, but he had already deleted it. But it's just funny because it's like people really think that money bag shit is like a flirt. And it's like, first of all, Tiana's family. I'm not flirting with Tiana.
I know, we get it. Harlem sticks together. I understand.
Right. But it's not flirting. It's just like, I'm here. It's just like a tag.
But you don't get to decide that.
If
That's
I'm flirting
not
or
your
not,
decision.
Wait. So I can't decide when I'm flirting or not? I don't have that power anymore?
No.
That's crazy.
The moment, you could make a girl laugh around her man in the most respectful manner ever, and he could consider that flirting. You don't get to choose that. You're not her man.
He can consider that flirting, but if I'm telling you, like, fam, I'm not flirting with you.
You know how many times I've lied to Shorty's boyfriend? No, it's just my.
But that's
come on,
because
that's
you're a
just my
dirtbag.
friend.
You're a piece of shit. Like, we know that you're just a flirtatious
No, I hold it down
redhead.
for my friends, and Shorty said, "Hold that shit down," and I say, "Yo, nah, that's my homie." We'd never. Come on.
We would never.
No.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we talk about you mostly, and I defend you.
You can never tell a guy that.
I've told a guy.
I know a lot about you. I hear great things about you. First of all, a man should never tell another. I hear great things about you all the time.
No,
why are you talking about me?
I've definitely told a dude, this was the truth. I was joking before. I've told a dude that got mad at me about my relationship with his girl, and I was almost offended. I'm like, dog, I am your fucking number one asset.
I'm your ally?
She comes to me with all this bullshit that she thinks you did wrong, and I put it in perspective. You should be you should buy me a drink.
Okay,
I've kept your relationship alive.
Were you and this young lady like romantically
Why is that
involved?
important? I'm talking about one point here.
Why is that important? that makes the whole story connect. Because if you were, then it's like you're a different level piece of shit than I thought you were. Number one,
I did not sleep with a woman while she was with a dude, but her and I had a very good relationship, and we remain friends. I'm not aware if he was aware that we had slept. That's not my business to tell.
Okay.
That would be her business to tell.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I will hold it down there.
How
I
fast?
am a dirtbag, but I am morally. My favorite Tony Soprano quote is, "I don't have morals, but I do have rules." Do have rules.
That works in the movies, not in real life.
No, not at all.
How fast do you fall asleep next to someone that's your first time sleeping next to her?
What can I get a scenario? Am I in my own home?
You're not in your own home. You're in a hotel.
Pretty quickly, just because hotel blinds are my favorite blinds. They black shit out. I'm kind of comfortable with strangers because there's nothing to rob of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll go to sleep peacefully. Like, if you really want to steal my Ame shirt, you can have it. Like, there's nothing that she's really gonna grab. Like, if she calls somebody and like they get a line on me, I don't know what you're gonna get out of it. If you're satisfied by knocking me out, I've been knocked out before.
I've definitely fallen asleep pretty quick next to a woman in a hotel that I didn't really. I mean, we knew each other, but we didn't know each other like that. And I remember hearing the door slam. You know, the hotel door slam.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing the door slam, and immediately I thought it was, this bitch got me. And I jumped up, started looking for my jewelry. She didn't take anything though. It was like, why am I so? I would sleep comfortably next to this woman, and I feel like she would steal. Like, what's wrong with me?
But sometimes chicks that steal have like really good pussy. They kind of go hand in hand.
Oh no, thieves! Oh, they have the greatest.
No,
sex.
you can feel it.
They steal your heart.
They tighten up.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
never mind.
That's the greatest. I've had some amazing sex with some amazing kleptos. I'm talking about women that were real boosters. Like, they run into like Saks and like will get you a whole outfit.
No, that's
Greatest sex in the world.
That should be a partner, not a sex partner.
No, these are like
You
real
should
friends.
invest in these
No, we still have like we're still cool to
We
this
still
day.
go to Saks to this day.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, these 36. You already know what we doing with that. Fold that, put that right in the bag.
So I figured out the new way to like get a chick out your crib or your hotel room without being rude.
Oh God, are you gonna give us like a new jewel?
It's a new jewel.
Let me hear it.
I'm gonna give this one out for free.
Okay.
Turn the AC on 65.
They out of there?
Out of there. Right away.
That's a real thing.
She'll try to thug it out for like an hour. And if you strategic, because I'm a restless sleeper. If you strategic, I hold on to them covers. So when I roll to the left,
All of it's coming
That
with
comforter's coming with me.
Okay.
I'm a burrito.
Yeah.
I'm Chipotle.
Yeah.
You are now, you're the naked burrito. You're the bowl.
And she get up and... That's when she get up and leave?
Mm-hmm. It's time.
Unless you get with a polar bear, because some women like it cold.
Those women I don't want to be around.
Yeah, I like it. I like a woman that likes it around 71, 72.
I only like women that like showers that are like fucking frying chicken. I don't like the crock pot chicks. I don't like the slow cook.
Who bathes in a cold shower?
Apparently women that like it, the AC on 65.
I can't see. The shower has to be hot. Like I actually switched rooms in the hotel we was at because the water pressure wasn't in the shower wasn't hard enough. It was like somebody was pouring water out of the window.
Is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was.
Maul and I shared not balconies.
We didn't share a room. Please, Roy, see, this is how narratives start. Like, oh, they sharing rooms?
We're budgeting.
No, we got to cut another corner. We're not budgeting that.
So how our rooms were set up, they were at the corner of the hotel, and our balconies were...
We were balcony
It was
buddies.
weird. Our rooms were on the opposite side of the hotel, but our balconies...
We're facing each other.
Were
I
right
could see
there.
in Rory's living room. He could see in my room.
And there was, some choice conversation, and
On the balcony?
No, some choice conversation prior to what the plans were for the weekend, and maybe some of the guests that may come through as friends. Mm-hmm. So I just kept, the perv that I am, and just want to know what Maul does in LA because we don't hang out.
You kept peeking.
I kept being a little peeping Tom over on the shit. Like I kept going out on the balcony, like ppretending to stretch. Like, oh man, love balconies.
Tom would have beat your ass. He would have went over there peeking at him and a whole new dude.
I think I got a pack of cigarettes. I don't even smoke. Just to be on the balcony, see what Maul was doing.
Yeah.
And then I did that for like 2 days. And then Maul just says to me on like the last day, like, oh no, I moved rooms. I was like, oh, no wonder there was no activity going on.
Yeah, like Rory, I literally switched rooms because the water pressure in the shower was terrible. And I cannot, there's nothing worse than taking a shower in the shower with a water pressure. It literally feels like somebody's pouring water on you from like the balcony. I can't take a shower in that shit. My OCD won't allow it. I'm sorry. So I had to switch rooms. So we weren't balcony buddies anymore. But that was pretty interesting. Like when I went on the balcony and saw that was your room, I laughed to myself. I didn't tell you. I was like, that's not Rory's room, right? Like literally from here to like that door.
I only found out when we got a haircut, and then I immediately went back to my room and closed every blind.
You know how funny that would have been?
Because I looked out your window, I was like, wait, is that my shit? Like I'm looking at my suitcase.
Yo, seeing you walk around in your room not knowing that I could see you would have been like that would have been the highlight of my trip. Like, yo, Rory has no idea I've seen his naked ass every night just walking around.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah, no, but I switched rooms because of the water pressure, man. It wasn't because you were looking into my room. And it's nothing. If you looked in my room, it's nothing going on. I'm very boring.
Did I don't want to put too much of your business out there because I know it didn't happen, and I know you weren't really interested.
Mm-hmm.
Did the drunk girl birthday possible group situation? Where did that leave off? Because I left.
Girl's birthday. What?
I left the next morning. You stayed in LA, so we never got to regroup. We're regrouping in real time.
Okay.
We were at the Emotional Oranges show. And you were giving me a bit of intel.
No, that didn't happen. 87. That
I didn't want your first time to be with drunk girls.
No. That wasn't happening. That was a
I want it to be special for you.
His first time what?
Well, it was a
there were a group of women in LA that were trying to hang out with me. And I was talking to Rory. I'm like, yo, they want to just come out of the room, say hi. It's like 3-4 girls.
Celebrate, do a birthday toast.
Yeah.
Maul's really good with speeches.
Yeah.
He did it for the Kardashians.
You know what I mean? So they just wanted to come by and hang out. So Rory was like, you had your first threesome tonight? And I'm like, I didn't think about that, but I'm not saying it can't happen.
Your naive ass didn't read between the lines in those text messages.
But because I'm never assuming that that's what it is. I don't ever assume. So it was like, but it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't because drunk women at 4 a.m. can go really bad. So it was just like, nah, they went home and they just went to sleep. So.
I'm glad because I do want your first time to be with two people that care about you.
Yeah, I think that's what it should be. I think it should be with 2 women that really like care about me.
We may have at that point. Did I know if that was your room or not? We may have been peeking through
that night.
Yeah.
Nah, you knew that wasn't my room at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was your last night. You knew before that.
Maybe I was peeking in the other rooms to see because you didn't tell me which room you went into.
You was gonna peek in the wrong person's room and they was gonna throw something at you.
I may have just been knocking on doors saying housekeeping.
Yeah,
to see if you would answer.
Yeah, but no.
Like, oh damn, didn't realize you had the crew here.
No. I would have hit your phone if I had the crew there. I would have hit your phone like, yo, fam, come to my room. But
I would not have went, by the way.
If I had like 4 girls in my room,
I would be.
What if they wanted us to pod for them? Like,
yeah,
Not
no, I understand.
on demand.
Yeah, come on, Rory.
You never know. Yeah,
we gotta
Help them
pod
with
for
their
our-
dreams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So we gotta do what we gotta do, man.
And I mean, come on, it was her birthday. Who would I? We have to celebrate
Exactly.
the day you were born.
Exactly.
Like life is a gift.
Exactly.
And we shouldn't take it for
The
granted.
gift that keeps on giving. Pod
Yeah.
is a gift too.
Yeah, it's weird because I think they were trying to give. With that said, Jay-Z's in the.
You can't go from. With that being said, Jay is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's disgusting. That has nothing to do with Jay-Z being
Yes,
in the
it
Hall of
does.
Fame.
There's a lot of people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There was a lot
of people potentially going to be in my room. I get what you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were going to give a speech.
Absolutely.
And you would have been inducted into a certain group.
a different hall.
Yes.
Absolutely. But yeah, Jay's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Congrats to you.
Okay, I'll take it. Congrats to Jay and the whole team. That's an amazing. I don't like to put too much on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but
I'm with you.
It's still an amazing accomplishment for somebody from our culture, from the projects in Brooklyn. Like just looking at his whole journey through life to end up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is an amazing accomplishment. He's always been in our Hall of Fame. Obviously, know what Jay means to us, but it's just dope to see him honored and being accepted in that hall with all those other great legendary artists. Yeah, man, congrats, man. I was really happy that he thanked Dame.
I love that part.
But that's Jay, man. He's not a.
It didn't shock me.
Yeah, it didn't shock me, but I was happy that he did to give Dame that recognition on that platform was super dope of him.
Yeah, I love that entire part of just explaining this is what hip hop is.
Right.
We went to all the majors. They said no. We said, all right, we'll just
do it ourselves. Yep.
That's hip hop.
Yeah. So, congrats, man. That's. I mean, now he got it for a while though. He's been in cruise control, but now it's really like just a victory lap for him. But for whatever he wants to do with his career here on out.
I just want to know what the invite looked like and what the dress code said.
To the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hove was in a black suit. Chappelle was dressed like Kurt Cobain. LL Cool J was dressed like an 80s pop star.
But I like
couldn't
that.
figure out what was the dress code here.
But I like that because if it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
yeah, got to be different.
It's no rules. It's like we're gonna do what the fuck we want to do here.
I did like when Hove compared hip hop to punk rock because if you know the history of just that time and even down with, I hate that I'm the one that's bringing these names up, but Beastie Boys and Rick Rubin and that Lower East Side shit kind of merging with Russell and what was happening in the Bronx, like. It was definitely punk rock.
Yeah, so that was dope, man, to see that Jay being recognized on that platform, and just another accomplishment under his belt.
Let's stay in your neck of the woods, as Al Roker would say. As a Uptown native and a former removed member of the Boulevard, where do you stand with this Alpo shit? Because it is a relevant thing right now. It is a very New York conversation. Yeah, that's been going on whether you're civilian or not. It's been a combo.
It's unfortunate, man. Again, I understand. Prayers, condolences to the families. But again, it's. I lost my older brother to ironically seeing the photos of the car and all of that. My brother was killed in his car. So it brought back a lot of those emotions and just seeing that. And I was reading a lot of things online, and that's the thing about the internet. People have a platform and they say things and get their opinions off on different topics. And I saw a lot of people saying things where it was kind of like, on one hand I understand, I get it. If you know the history and the stories of Alpo and things that happened around his life and his time in the streets, that a lot of lives were lost, and allegedly or not allegedly he was involved or he wasn't, whatever. That's not. He admitted
to them.
Yeah, that's not. That's not for me to really get into all of that. But just the fact that some people was happy about him, potentially being killed, it was just a weird thing, man. Because it's like, why? And I get it, right? Because families have grieved, and families have gone through a lot throughout the years as a result of things that Alpo may or may not have been involved with. But it's just weird, man, to see people celebrating shit like this, and some of the things that people were saying, and it's just I don't know where we at as a culture, man, and as a community where we celebrate these types of things. And again, I'm speaking from, I can speak on this because I've lost a brother to street violence and things like that. So I get it. I get how on one hand people may feel like, oh well, he had something to do with my family or my relative grieving and things like that. But are we just on this cycle? Is it like a never ending thing now where it just, what I mean? It's just like, where are we going? You know what I mean? And again, it's just weird, man, seeing people celebrate somebody being killed. That's to me, it's just like, it's just a weird thing that I can't, shake, and I can't really, wrap my head around. Like, on one hand, again, I understand because, you've grieved from a family member being lost, and there may have been feelings that you had toward this man for years for his involvement in your family member being lost.
Which we both have a mutual friend.
Right.
She didn't celebrate
right.
anything.
No, I don't.
She didn't do that. We both have a mutual friend that was a victim of this.
Absolutely. So I understand. I get that part of you being hurt and you grieving, but it's just a weird thing, man. And I feel like it's only in our community. I feel like this only happens in our culture and in our community where these things happen, and you see people celebrating it. You know what I mean? It's just like what are we doing? Like when does it stop? When does this cycle end? When do we find a better way of dealing with these issues and these situations? And, where we're no longer dealing with this type of shit, where we no longer wake up to this type of news and these type of circumstances. Like, it's just a very, very weird thing. Like I said, I didn't, when I saw the news come up, like people had called me and texted me, and I was like, for real? Like, did it really happen? Is it true? That was my first response, because it was just speculation.
At the time, yeah.
And then as news started to come out, certain people hitting me, and they're like, yo, nah, it's true, whatever. And my immediate honest feeling was, damn, like this is literally an era, growing up in New York City in the 80s, in the 90s, like this is an era that kind of like is now, even though we've been moved beyond that, it's almost like it was still around.
Of course.
Because, Alpo was still around and he was still visible in Harlem. And it's almost like we lost that. That's over with. That chapter is, for lack of a better word, closed. But now what? Like, where do we go from here? What happens now? Do we learn from that? Because it was a tragic situation all the way around the board. It's tragedy. So why are we celebrating tragedy?
They were also 21 at the time when all this happened. That's what
tragedy.
Crazy.
They were young. They were kids.
They were legitimately kids.
So it's a tragic thing, man. And it's like, I feel like we're celebrating tragedy. It's a tragic story. It's a tragic end to a story, and regardless of, personal, I get it. Like I said, I lost a brother to street violence, and I know the feeling. I still grieve to this day. Like, my brother's killer was never caught. So I still walk around with that. But
and even attached to the movie that kind of he's in the movie.
Exactly.
He's in Paid in Full.
You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a lot of things that just, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of, personal attachments to it around Harlem and in the community. And, again, I just think that we need to find a better way to, deal with these situations and avoid these situations, because again, it's just a tragic end to a tragic story that happened when these guys were kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they were kids. So it's just unfortunate, man.
I feel, and again, condolences to your family. Rest in peace to Bob.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm outside looking in, and I completely agree with everything that you're saying. To the people that are celebrating, I'm not talking about like the internet weirdos, but the people that, maybe attached to it and
personally,
celebrate.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people celebrating the idea of what that represents, not the violence? Because I think, which I saw, again, outside looking in, I'm really, I sit in the house, I'm a civilian, I got nothing to do with none of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've understood with people I've talked to, him going back to Harlem and kind of celebrating it, it was just like,
you're poking the bear.
I
get it.
Everything kind of was fine.
I get it.
You're now throwing, you're doing this shit. Yeah. Like, if you would have just, it almost feels like you want the ending to the movie. Like, you want it to be completed this way.
I get it.
It's And people weren't celebrating that a man passed and who obviously had kids and a family.
Right.
They're celebrating the fact that this is not cool. You caused so much harm to this community and to the people around you that you did it with.
Right.
And now you're coming back to kind of throw it in our faces. And it's kind of offensive.
I get it. I totally, like I said, I totally understand. I understand, all of the different feelings and emotions involved in it. I'm more so thinking like, how do we avoid such a tragic story and a tragic ending from happening and occurring again?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, I understand. Like, I get it. If, I woke up tomorrow and they told me that the guy that killed my brother was killed, would I be celebrating? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't answer that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. But it's just like, how do we avoid such tragic things from happening in the community?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people being online celebrating it. It just doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel like that's what we should be doing. Is celebrating a death to somebody. To me, it just doesn't feel right. And usually when something doesn't feel right to me, it's not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just got a weird feeling just reading a lot of comments online about it. And I get it. I understand why people feel the way they feel and why things were being said. I totally 100% understand. But it just doesn't feel right. It's something about it that just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I feel that. But yeah, I was just curious your perspective of it because it's
yeah, but
odd 24 hours of
and
very
we still
weird
don't,
debate.
And let's be honest, we still, the name still hasn't been released. We still don't know 100%.
Well, from what they confirmed, I believe the person that was pronounced dead was his alias from witness protection. Okay. And that was then flipped over to, because they have to.
I didn't read all of that.
Yeah.
I didn't get all that
his license and everything that he had and his credentials were the name of.
Well, again, prayers to his family, because regardless of how you feel, he has a family, he has kids, grandkids, relatives that love him. And so, prayers and condolences to that family.
And to everyone affected from the entire situation.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's a tragic situation all the way around the board. There's no escaping it. It's just a tragic story. So prayers to everybody involved, prayers to anybody, that, was affected by this in whatever capacity. It's just a tragic story. Another tragic story in our community in Harlem. But again, we gotta find a better way, man. We gotta find a better way.
I feel that. Well, again, condolences, but we can get this TV, something a little bit more lighthearted of what you've been watching, because I still want to get into this Squid Game shit.
Let's get into it then.
I mean, I feel like everyone's seen Squid Game at this point, right? Like we can do spoilers.
If you haven't, you just don't want to see it.
What you thought about that ending?
I thought that it was. Well, I'm glad to know that there will be a part 2, because I feel like there was such a epic series that you can't just have one season of that. I don't know where season 2 will go, if it'll be the same type of things, as season 1. But it kind of feels like, all right, is this dude gonna try to be like the Batman to the situation and bring down this whole empire and stop it from happening? Did the old dude really die in the bed? Again, back to the impulsive gambling shit. I did like him turning around. He kept saying it's all about his daughter, and then you get into people that are really impulsive and have gambling shit, and they live and die off that. They don't live and die off their feelings from their family. So he eventually, when he had the opportunity to leave it alone, he's like, nope, let me go. And that's gamblers. Right. They could leave the table and leave with their money, but no, I got to go bet it again. I got to see if I can get more. You got to run it back. That was a great representation of that. That fucking ending of him going into the empty office building with the hospital corner, and that old man saying all that fake deep shit. That was such fucking social media fake deep shit to me. All that old guy said was, yo, I had money and I was bored and I thought it was hysterical that we were murdering people. Yeah. Pretty much. That's society. Like what? That's capitalism. Like there was no deep shit outside of what that guy was saying. He was saying, he tried to make it ill and was really just saying, nah, I just had bread. And I was bored. And he was like, yo, life is to be lived and you got to get all the fulfillment out of your life. No, I like to murder people, and I thought it was hilarious. I think he was trying to say nobody really cares about people, and he did. We don't care about each other. Yeah, he was trying to tie all of that, all of those things in there. Listen, I think that it was a really great show. It was a phenomenal show. It was a just great the ending. Show. I just thought was the ending was hilarious. A little like okay, but I am glad to know that there will be a part 2.
I'm not saying what he said was not true. We just have to look at the 7 episodes before. Because that's really what he was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just figured I'd murder a bunch of people. It would be fucking hysterical.
It was great, man. It was weird. It was, odd at first, but you can't turn it off. Like, you literally get cooked because you're like, all right, I have to see where this goes.
Oh no, I watched it straight through. It took me a day and a half.
It was a great show. A great show. Yeah, and I'm just glad to know that part 2 is happening. I'm not as happy as I am about Emily in Paris 2 coming.
Oh, that's like your Sex in the City,
oh
right?
My God, I can't wait.
You're a big M
going
fan.
to Saint-Tropez. I know she's gonna go. She's going. She's gonna take that trip with him.
I know nothing about the show.
You never seen Emily in Paris?
No.
Damaris, don't do that.
Because you keep mentioning this show. Like,
listen. It's the great. It's like great corny TV.
What girl put you onto this?
No, I literally.
You watch this by yourself?
She got to be bad.
No, it wasn't.
Just come on.
No,
I feel better if you admit that you watch it with. Lie to me then and say you watch it with a girl. It make me feel better.
Listen, bro, I promise you, man. I stumbled upon that show on my own.
Look at your algorithms. Your algorithms are sick.
Listen, man, I'm glad I did though. I think it was a great show. It's corny, but it's fun corny shit. Like and I can't not. I have to see season 2. You have to. You have to.
Do you love the Lizzie McGuire movie?
I don't think I saw the Lizzie McGuire movie. I don't think I saw that one. Should I watch it?
Of course I did. That's why I'm not watching Emily in Paris, because it's probably gonna be the same shit.
Nah, Emily in Paris was fire, man. You gotta watch it. Just watch it, man. Just watch it so you can really tell me if you hate it.
I've seen Will and Grace already.
This is not Will and Grace. Emily in Paris is fire, man.
I've seen Frasier. I don't need to.
This is not Frasier. This is totally different. I'm watching. What's the name of this show?
Have you seen You?
I didn't start it yet. I didn't start the. Was it third season? Second season?
Third.
Yeah, I didn't start it yet.
I haven't even started the second season. I love the first one, and then he went to L.A. and I don't want to see him kill people in L.A.
Yeah,
I only like to see people murdered in
I gotta
New York.
be in L.A.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. It's like when we did Alexis's podcast, and she said, "Yeah, that hotel right there, the Cecil. Yeah, that's where they carried the girl out of the water tank, and I could see it right from my balcony. Literally,
seeing it
right
from
there.
that fucking angle. Sorry, I'm joking.
Mm-hmm.
Was nuts for the people that have seen that Hotel Cecil shit.
That was crazy.
She's staring right at the fucking water tank.
Yeah,
like every angle from every episode, you're staring at that. I'm like, I would. Listen, I live next to a graveyard now, and it doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. That bothered me that we were that close to that shit.
It was odd. Curb is back.
Curb is back.
How did you feel about it? I know you're a huge Curb fan.
I'm a huge Curb fan. I moved the same day that the episode came, and I had to put my Verizon back on.
Oh,
and it took a second, so I couldn't watch it in real time.
Damn.
So I'm gonna watch it tonight, and obviously, episode 2, Succession. I need to catch up with season 3.
Succession. I just started the first season.
Show is fucking phenomenal.
I think it's a great show. My homie said he feels like it's better than Billions. I don't know if I'm on board with that yet.
I'm on board with that.
Are you?
I mean, I'm deep into the show though.
Okay.
I think it's better than Billions.
Okay. I mean, I like it so far. It's a lot of good actors in it though.
It's probably my favorite show right now.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. BMF.
BMF is great so far.
BMF is starting to really turn into one of my favorite shows. Listen,
Is it better than Snowfall?
No.
Is it better than The Wire?
No, it's not. Snowfall's better than The Wire, but no.
We know.
Yeah, but BMF
is it better than Goodfellas? Like
BMF
where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
Where do we draw the line with this guy?
Well, the Snowfall is better than The Wire, man. Come on, man, cut it out. But
just because you say it that way, Bill O'Reilly doesn't mean that it's true.
Listen, man, that season at the
just
docks,
because you say it with a tone don't mean it's true.
The Wire stands. Y'all don't want to admit that dock season was terrible. That season was trash when they were at the docks.
So
this Snowfall doesn't have a trash season yet.
Yo, you're the guy that the artist puts out one album and then puts it up against someone that put out 12 and be like, yo, he's better.
I'm just saying. So far,
the first season set up all this shit.
The first three seasons of Snowfall. It is 3 seasons, right? Snowfall? Right? I think so. I think it's 3 seasons. Okay. The first 3 seasons of Snowfall is better than the first 3 seasons of The Wire.
All right, that's what I'm gauging when they get to 5.
Okay, then we'll have that talk. But as of right now, the first 3 comparison. But yeah, the BMF.
I don't think season 3 of Snowfall is better than season 3 of The Wire.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's even close.
Okay.
Or season 1.
Okay. Snowfall has 4. Okay, so the first 4.
And it's not better than season 4 of The Wire.
Yes, it is. Come. We ain't got to do that. But BMF though, I like what I like where the show is going, because it you know, when we first heard the BMF series was coming out, we kind of loosely knew what it was going to be about. But I think that even if this was not about BMF or loosely based on, you know, Meech and Terry, this would be a great show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even if this wasn't like somewhat true story, it would still be one of my new favorite shows on television.
But that's why the BMF shit was so crazy, because it's like there's no way this is true.
It's really
but
exactly,
but it's true.
But it happened.
I think with these shows, I'm starting to figure out, Carl, what lens do they use with these? Because I'm starting to realize why we like shows, and
the way
we realize, like, when everyone was killing when Boosie said he was going to put out a movie about his life, and I don't want to get into none of that Lil Nas X shit. I think Boosie's super corny for all that shit. I just want to talk about his movie. When that trailer came out, and it was shot with that same type of lens they use for Snowfall, they use for BMF. When you use that lens, everyone goes, "Oh, this is legit." That's all it is. Like when they did the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, that they shitted on, which I actually don't think is that bad of a movie.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They just shot it with the lens that looks like right now. If they would have shot the shit with the lens that looks like the Boosie movie,
it's a Snowfall lens.
All Eyes on Me would have been a classic. It's the lens they shoot shit in. I promise you.
And you know why?
That's all it is.
Let me tell you why social media is full of shit. Because I remember before I saw the Tupac movie, they was like, I was reading a lot of things online. They were like, yo, in one scene he was using a iPhone, and I was like, no way.
No, they didn't do that.
But I'm just trying to tell you what the internet had me believing. Because they was like, yo, it's a Starbucks. It was a Starbucks cup in one of the scenes or something like that they were saying. And I was like, nah, they didn't fumble like that.
Well, listen, the TLC movie, which I loved, they had Ciroc all in the bar in 92.
Ciroc might have been around in 92. I think, no, seriously, I think Puff just, was already a
Puff
brand.
I know, but
yeah.
Dog.
They did not have
Ciroc by the caseload at the bar at the TLC
was around,
show.
Though. Ciroc was a brand in 92, I'm sure, but no, it wasn't a part of our culture.
Dog, just be the lens. If you just shoot it, and I think 50 has figured that out, because he's doing, why am I blanking? I love the show.
What show?
About...
Oh, the dude that's locked up?
No, his shit. The Power Book.
Oh, yeah,
the Kanan shit. Yeah. He's shooting with the same lens. It just, for some reason, it's like when those Instagram filters came out, though. And we all was like, oh, 1977 is our filter. Like, that's whatever lens that is right now with these types of shows. As long as you use that shit, everyone will think the shit is legit.
Yeah. I'm really loving the BMF thing, man. I like where it's going. I see what 50 is doing and investing in these stories from our culture and putting them on the screen. I really like it. I really like, shout out to 50, man. He doesn't get the props I think he deserves as far as like really breaking down that door for our stories and our culture to be put on the screen. So shout out to 50, man, because that BMF shit is a really, really good series.
Yo, we don't celebrate longevity enough. I know I'm a broken record in that, but 50's longevity, this is crazy.
Yeah, like, especially being pivoting away from just music and rap. Like 50 is really doing his thing, man. And the actress, I forgot her name. I didn't realize she's the director of BMF. Which one? What's her name? Tasha Smith.
Tasha
Smith,
she's
an actress. Yeah, I love her as an actress. Like, I didn't even realize that was her director. Yeah. So that made me love BMF even more. Like, oh, she's getting behind the lens now. Like, that is just, it's dope, man. It's dope to see. And the last episode of BMF it got crazy. Yeah. Like, I see where they going now. Like, this story is like, all right, fam, what the fuck is happening right now?
I mean, but if you think about BMF, I was young when all that was happening. I was 12, 13 maybe. The fact that y'all got a billboard and I'm watching the show of what, because I didn't know what they was really doing. Y'all got a billboard.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real thing. It was a real thing, man. It was a real time.
That's fucking nuts.
It was a real time. It was a real thing. It was a real time, man. It's just dope to see it like now, on the screen, and everybody being able to watch that story and really learn about, loosely learn about what was really going on back then. So shout out to 50, shout out to Tasha Smith, shout out to BMF series on Stars. I'm waiting for P Valley. When is P Valley coming back?
Soon.
I like that P Valley shit, man.
What? That's my shit.
Yeah, I thought that P Valley shit was super dope.
I was at the edge of my couch.
Yeah, you was twerking?
What?
Okay.
M.I. crooked letter? S.S. crooked letter?
He got his shit off?
I.P.P. crooked letter?
He got his shit off. That's a really good show.
I followed her on IG and she didn't follow me back and I kind of felt the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I follow her too. What's her name? Shannon something?
I don't know. I followed her because she didn't follow me back.
Yeah. You unfollowed her?
Maybe.
No, you can't do that, Rory. You can't unfollow.
I want to say that I appreciated her art.
But you unfollowed.
I know because I gave it some time.
Okay.
I even threw a couple of likes out there.
Oh, no. Yeah. It's money bags everywhere.
Oh, all right.
But I appreciate her art. I think she's a great actress.
No, I think she's fire.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
And I think she's an attractive woman.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. And I love that. Like,
I would go to the Pink and throw some
hell yeah.
ones on
I
her.
love that she has put together. What was the rapper's name in P Valley? The gay dude. Lil Murda. Who Lil Murda has some fire. Like, I love that she's kind of like his manager and putting his brand lifestyle together and still taking care of your kid.
See,
and like,
you see how she started posing with him and his Instagram started. Maybe that's what Wale needed to do.
And her baby father's a toxic white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the perfect next step?
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Because women always go with the same guy, even though they say they're done, and they just move on to another one.
Same guy.
He just look a little different.
Me and him would get along great. We like the same things, I promise.
Oh, wait, what did you tolerate? Let me figure this out.
Like, that's your new dude? Great guy.
Oh,
we're the same. Like,
cool.
I know him. Like,
we been Eskimo brothers. Matter of fact, I look to him to figure out where to go next.
Oh my God, I love women.
No, P Valley is fucking a really, really good show. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But what do we at with time?
Insecure is back.
Yes, that's another one. My HBO, because I had to get my
Verizon
Verizon back on.
You're moving, my bad. Yeah, Insecure is back. The last season. I love it, man. I don't know. I know Issa Rae is gonna do something dope coming off of this, but to know that this is the last of Insecure is like, damn, man, because it's really dope to see all of the relationships and the actors, grow and end up where they are now, and it's just like, damn, it's over. This is it. But I'm sure Issa Rae is gonna, do some phenomenal things in Hollywood that she's already done with the Insecure series. So it's gonna be dope to see where she goes from here.
I had my whole mentions was flooded when Amanda Seales had the AKA jacket on.
Mm-hmm.
And
you gave it to her? She's not AKA?
No, and that was the big.
Well, she can't be an AKA. What am I talking about? Can she be AKA?
Why couldn't she be?
Is that wait? So what's the fraternity? Like, what's the
AKA is a sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
What's the fraternity? Like, what's
there's the Divine Nine. It's 9 different organizations of fraternities and sororities.
Listen, y'all all bloods. Go ahead. It's like red and white, right? That's your colors.
Well, crimson and cream, but if you want to say red and white, that's okay.
Crimson and cream.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go that way, that's none of my business.
So crimson is a cousin of red.
Yes, it's a darker, more burgundy, of a maroon. It's in there, and cream is my natural complexion.
Off white,
and I have red hair.
Got you. Okay, crimson and cream.
My body is crimson and cream.
Okay, okay, whatever.
But AKA was the.
You're a Kappa.
I'm a Kappa, yes. So AKA was the first black sorority founded.
Okay.
So she had on an AKA jacket in Insecure because in her character is an AKA in it.
She's not one in real life?
No.
Okay.
So everyone was upset if you're not, because people feel the way. You remember when the Boosie shit happened?
Yeah.
Everyone was upset, like, Boosie, you can't wear them letters, which was drastically different because he wasn't playing a character. He was courtside at a basketball game.
Yeah. He's real life. Got it. Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Greeks might hate me for this. She's playing a character that's an AKA. And again, it's not my organization, but I can say if someone was playing a Kappa as an actor, I would have no issue with it. Like,
and this is not the first time this happened.
Now, if you were playing a really shitty Kappa and making us look nuts, then I might feel a way.
Okay.
She was not doing that. But I think the other issue is, did you get permission from the organization?
Oh, it's like that deep.
Of course.
Okay.
It's incorporated.
Okay.
You have to get that shit cleared. So I don't know if Insecure, that wouldn't be an Amanda Seales thing. That would be an HBO thing if they got it cleared or not.
Okay.
But it was a big deal.
Okay.
Us Greeks are sensitive, and we think we gang.
Very, very sensitive. But the gyros are amazing, is what I will say.
Different type of.
I know.
No, it's
not. No,
it's just different.
Gyro King on Fordham Road is still open. Survived the pandemic and everything.
All of the Greek organizations weren't founded in Astoria.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
We got should we announce what our next episode is, or just leave it?
Nah, we'll just, they'll see it when it's time for it to drop. Just know that this is the start of a new journey, something really dope that we're looking forward to here at More Sauce, SiriusXM, Stitcher. There are tickets still available for our LA show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not by the time y'all hear this, but
when is it? November 14th.
November 14th at the Regent, right?
Okay.
The Regent. New York City is sold out.
Mo is gonna ask Jay-Z to be our guest.
I'll ask.
I didn't. He's not coming.
He's not coming.
He's gonna be asked.
I'll ask and he'll hang up. But we will have merch available at both shows, only exclusively for people that are at the shows, and then we will be launching our merch on our website,
which I don't even know if we have. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, man.
That Damaris is building right now.
Listen, man, we trying to put shit together.
No, we got some really cool shit coming, man. I think people gonna really love this merch capsule that we got coming. I think they're gonna love it.
I know we was dark in October, but it was for a reason. We did a bunch of shit. We didn't take any vacation time.
No.
It was actually more busy than I think it'll be.
Yeah.
You can text us. I'm now in my crib and I'm never gonna leave. So text us 917-810-2295 and I'll sit there and just reply. Because I don't really got shit else going on.
It's all right.
I told Damaris to bring the host to the house.
Here we go.
Bring them. I got some singles.
You have the hose.
I don't have
the singles and the hose.
You know, that's like a misconception about Maul that I really want to like bury. I don't have to all my friends, do not ask me to bring them because I think guys think that with a new deal comes hoes, which may be true, but not in the podcast.
I got a few DMs I wouldn't have gotten before when that announcement came out.
Hey, look, I DM'd this girl that I DM'd.
Except for Am I Crooked Letter.
I DM'd this girl that I DM'd her a few times. We've had like a little back and forth. But I had DM'd her about something. And this was like the day after the deal was announced. She replied, she said, "Oh, you just making your rounds, huh?" I was like, wait, what?
I respect it. That's funny.
But we DM'd plenty of times before that. So I was like, don't do that.
She's
like,
funny. I like funny girls.
Yeah, she's hilarious. But I was just like, why are you, don't make it seem like that. Like, I'm that guy, because I'm not that guy.
The DMs that I typically wouldn't have gotten since the announcement, there's been one factor. All of them girls have kids. I'm not saying I'm not implying anything.
No,
I'm
going to imply.
I just kind of connected the dots of all the DMs that I typically wouldn't get. I went to pages and I'm like,
kid.
Oh, all y'all got kids.
Claim them.
Not mad at it.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, now's the time.
Oh, when Damaris asked for more money, in my head, I was like, I'm claiming you on my taxes.
We're not about to write
Oh man, I love it.
They all hit us over there. Eden say, "Yo, give me 15 bands a month."
Yeah, Eden got a fresh cut today. How much that cost, man? I'm watching you. Yeah, man. We got
Eden got more jobs than all of us asking for more money.
Right.
That's hilarious. But yeah, we got some dope shit coming, man. Some more content on the way. Live shows November 11th, New York City. November 14th, LA. Look for us on Alexis Texas's podcast.
I'm excited. That was a really good conversation.
Alexis Texas is. You have this misconception about people, misperception about people, because she's a porn star. But she just, her personality, like, I think she's a star.
Oh,
fuck
she's
being a
great.
porn star. She's a star. I think her personality, her podcast is super dope. So we sat down with her in LA, kicked it with her. She'll be putting that episode out soon. I think that was pretty dope.
It was one of my favorite conversations.
So yeah, man.
I just hope, because she was so cool and it was such a good conversation, and she's just like that really cool friend chick in my head, I hope none of my porn algorithms have her come up, because I'd feel weird.
Yeah.
I'd feel really odd. That's how cool that conversation was.
Yeah, I don't even
I'd
think
be
I
like,
could
oh
watch.
God, get this away.
I can't even watch her porn scenes anymore, because it's kind of like
I never did. So
yeah, Alexis, she was like the first, like, from what I remember in my era of journey of masturbating.
Of course,
she was the first like white girl porn star that was like really curvy, like with a big butt. She was the first one, from what I remember. Like that's when I got introduced to porn.
She's got personality, man.
No, she's super dope, super cool. That conversation was real fun. So she'll be putting that out soon, and yeah, we got more people that we got to sit down and kick it with, fly out and shoot some content with.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, and we'll just have some random rotating guests, just people we fuck with.
People coming by fucking with us for sure.
So, all right, man, I'm good. See y'all on Friday.
Cool.
And YouTube will be available on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Damaris, is there anything else we need to cover?
No.
That's it. Got it covered, D, because I don't want you hitting the text, talking about y'all forgot this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We got everything done. All right.
Good job.
Well, that's the redheaded beard fellow. I'm all.
I have a name.
Rory, is the hair in your head red too?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it depends the season. In the summertime, it gets a little blonde. It gets darker in the winter. I'm weird, man. I don't know. I'm really like a genetic
This is your
mistake.
time to shine. Fall is your time.
Oh, for
Because once
sure.
you throw the beanie on it with just the red beard.
Oh, no. I'm very much earth tones.
Yeah,
in
you
itself.
blend right in.
No, I
Pumpkin,
literally
latte, and
go
Rory.
next to a tree in the fall. It's me.
And there you are.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
you.
wearing green and my hair is red. And I'm dying.
All right, man. We'll catch y'all next episode.
Fuck y'all. That was funny to me.
No, that was funny. You're a funny guy, Rory. Y'all be cool until the next time, man. Peace.
Peace, depression.
No worry and